Alright, so I want to talk about Kevin Owens and John Cena. John Cena, once again, burying another talent in this company. Now, this is just fucking ridiculous. So, Kevin Owens debuts, when? Like in February, or not February. I was always thinking that Elimination Chamber, it usually happens before WrestleMania. I was always thinking, now WrestleMania is coming up because it's Elimination Chamber. So that kind of fucked me up when they, put Elimination. But that's a fucking side issue. Why am I even talking about that? So, Kevin Owens debuts, and then he goes on to, wrestle John Cena, which is great. Kevin Owens, clearly a good talent, clearly a good promo, good wrestler. He clearly knows what the fuck he's doing in there, unlike, Randy Orton or, Sheamus or somebody like that. And so does Cena, for that matter. He knows, what the fuck he's doing when it comes to wrestling ability. So, they have the fucking match, and Owens wins, and I'm like, oh, fucking, this is great, They're actually putting somebody over Cena, and then the announcement comes, they're going to have a rematch at Money in the Bank. I'm like, okay, Cena's probably going to win, and then Owens will win, the second match, and that's going to be great. So then, Cena wins, and I'm like, okay, that's alright, Cena won, but Owens, they get the upper hand in the end. And then it comes to, and I thought they were going to do a rematch at SummerSlam, but they do it at Battleground, and I'm thinking, oh great, Owens is going to win, okay. And then Cena wins. Cena fucking wins. He not only wins, he makes him tap out. Oh, it's just so sickening to see, Cena fucking just bury everybody. Everybody. Look at all the new talents that they brought up in the last few years. Bray Wyatt, buried by John Cena. Sandow, he's a pretty new talent, buried by John Cena. Ziggler, not really a new talent, but he got buried. Seth Rollins, Cena wouldn't put him over. The list just goes. Rusev, buried by John Cena. The list just goes on and on and on of people buried by John Cena. It's just so ridiculous. And it's one thing, Rusev isn't that good in my opinion. But if you look at Owens, he's so much better than most of the people on the roster. He's so much better than Rusev. And he actually gets cheered. And I'm not talking like one time, like a lot of heels, they'll just get cheered at like pay-per-views or when they're in Chicago or, a good wrestling town. But Owens, every night, his music hits, there's a decent pop for him. He's obviously good. People like him. Oh, but John Cena, you can't go through John Cena. John Cena puts over nobody for the most part. Lesnar is the only one he legitimately put over. He loses to people, but then he won't put anybody over. Oh, it's just so maddening, though, to see. Cesaro's another one who got buried by John Cena. And again, look at the new talent that's debuted the last few years. Where are all of them? They've gotten nowhere at all. See, that's just so fucking just depressing, too. You have all this great talent in NXT over the past few years. Cesaro, Bray Wyatt. I could just keep going on and on. Oh yeah, he even has to bury Sami Zayn. Oh yeah. Oh my, it's just every person. It's like they have to make Cena beat. And again, look at the last few years. What talent is in a significant position right now in wrestling, that's debuted in the last few years? I can't think of anybody. It's the same old fucking faces. It's Randy Orton's, John Cena, fucking Sheamus, who fucking sucks. And then, the people with talent, you could argue, okay, Seth Rollins is in a significant position, but even he is being looked like a jobber as the fucking champion. Partly because, again, Cena didn't put him over. It's just so ridiculous. And I'm not asking for Cena to put over everybody, but every once in a while, at least, come on. Cena is just the fucking, everybody is always praising how he gets a mixed reaction. I hate that. That drives me up a goddamn wall. How it's great, Cena's getting a mixed reaction. He's getting no, fuck you. You know what? Get some common sense. The goal of WWE John Cena is supposed to be the number one guy, the protagonist. Everybody's supposed to cheer him. They're not looking to get a mixed reaction out of him. So when half the crowd boos him and half the crowd cheers him, that's not good. That's not fucking good at all. That's bad. And the ratings are reflective of that. So, it's just, people try to cover for John Cena. I'm sure, Bleacher Report. And, that's one thing about Bleacher Report. You never see an article, on there where they, bash Cena for not putting anybody over. Bleacher Report is like fucking in bed with WWE almost. They fucking just suck their dick, it seems like. I mean, every once in a while you'll get some fucking, like some whitewash article bashing WWE a little bit, but I mean, overall, they just suck their dick for the most part. So it's just depressing though to see Cena go out there every night, and then on Raw just has to put the cherry on the fucking sundae and top it off with him, semi-bearing Rollins once again, It's just so bad. It is though. I mean, it's ridiculous. Cena, how old is Cena now? He's fucking like 30-some years old, but he can't put over anybody. He can't put over anybody at all, except a fucking part-timer. So, Cena's just gonna fucking, keep beating everybody until he can't wrestle anymore. And then, or maybe he'll keep wrestling until he's like 60 years old. I don't fucking know. But, I mean, they just have, nobody that, Cena puts over. He doesn't put over anybody. Why not? I mean, it's just ridiculous, and it makes me so fucking pissed off. So there you go, people. John Cena, once again, buries Kevin Owens, just like he buried a ton of other talent in the past. I mean, it's just so ridiculous, so depressing, so maddening. And I've said this before, Cena's a good wrestler, he has talent, but his gimmick is fucking terrible. He goes out there acting like a 9-year-old kid. Oh my, cutting these horrible promos. Just acting like the most generic, monotonous babyface in my life. He's like, oh, I fight so hard, I work so hard. It's just so horrible. Like, there's no controversial shit he ever says. That's one, look at Austin and the controversial shit he did. But then you look at fucking Cena, he doesn't do anything controversial. It's all, go along to get along, PG bullshit, 9-year-old bullshit. Wrestling's not for fucking kids. That's the thing. They're trying to make wrestling for kids. That's so fucking stupid. Alright, if you're going to make wrestling for kids, okay, they're going to watch from what? 9 years old, 8 years old to fucking, maybe 12. So at most. So they're only going to watch for a few years. If you make it for, teenagers, younger adults, and, adults, then they're going to watch for their whole fucking lives. See that? That's great thinking right there. I mean, kids are only going to watch it for a few years. If you make it for the older audiences, they're going to watch it for a longer fucking time. So there you go. WWE continues to just do a bunch of retarded shit with John Cena, their fucking poster boy, who fucking sucks. I thought they were, and I think that they might even make him fucking champion now because they did this shit with Rollins. Yeah, why don't you just give him all the fucking belts, huh? Why don't you give him all the fucking belts? Why don't you fucking, take away Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker? Why don't you just undo that and make Cena beat the streak? Why don't you just do that, WWE? Might as well just give him the Divas Championship too. Just give him all the title belts in this company and, have him become a 1,000-time champion. I know he's going to beat Flair's streak and everything, but there you go, people. He'll probably beat Undertaker too sometime down the future. Mark my words. I'm sure that'll happen. He'll fucking wrestle Undertaker at WrestleMania and he'll fucking beat his ass. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on Undertaker, on fucking Cena burying a talented Kevin Owens. So there you go, people.